This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for June 11, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, motorist shot once after gunmen rained bullets on his car. A motorist narrowly escaped death when gunmen shot up his car on Campbell Lane in Mount Salem, St. James on Saturday morning. The 31-year-old driver was miraculously only shot once, despite the gunmen raining a barrage of bullets at the vehicle, the police said. It was reported that around 6:26 a.m., the man was driving his motorcar along the roadway when he was pounced upon by three men, at least one of which was armed with a high-powered weapon. Police said the men opened gunfire at the motorist, who managed to reverse the motorcar, and later realized that he was suffering from what appeared to be a gunshot wound to his left leg. He was assisted to the hospital, where he was treated and admitted in stable condition. The police, while processing the scene, found almost 20 spent casings, including those used in M16 rifles. Jamaica hit by cyber attack, says Security Ministry. The Ministry of National Security on Sunday confirmed that a cyber incident has affected access to the Jamaica Eye website. According to the ministry, there is no compromise to video footage or evidence recorded by the Jamaica Eye cameras. Importantly, the website is not connected in any way to the central infrastructure of the surveillance system, the ministry said in a statement. Under the National Closed-Circuit Television Surveillance Program, dubbed Jamaica Eye, which was launched in 2018, citizens and business owners with cameras pointing in the public space have been able to voluntarily input their feeds into the national system. The system is expected to play a major role in the country's fight against crime and assist the authorities to deal with natural disasters, public safety, and incident management. There are 5 monitoring centers, with one control center at the Jamaica Defense Force headquarters and another established at the Police Commissioner's office. The Security Ministry stated, however, that it is unable to confirm if data related to persons registering to partner with Jamaica Eye has been exfiltrated. A team from the ministry, the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and the Major Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency are currently evaluating the extent of the breach and have commenced investigations, MNS said. Captain Blake Roper hailed a brave and inspiring JDF member. The Jamaica Defense Force has hailed Captain Blake James Roper, who died in a car crash on Saturday, as a brave service member who was an inspiration to many through his unwavering commitment. The loss of Captain Roper leaves a void within the JDF family. He has contributed significantly to safeguarding the nation's security and embodied the finest qualities of bravery, selflessness, and sacrifice, and he will be deeply missed, said Chief of Defense Staff Rear Admiral Wims Gorman. The 31-year-old pilot served the force for 8 years and up to his death was at the Maritime Air and Cyber Command. He was a recipient of the Medal of Honor for General Service with a Clasp. An Army statement said Roper served with honor and dedication within the force and was an inspiration to many through his unwavering commitment. Opposition leader Mark Golding said the late Army officer was a family friend whom he admired. Blake was a highly professional and dedicated young member of the JDF with a bright future ahead of him. So sad to lose such a wonderful young man in his prime, he tweeted. The Jamaica Hockey Federation has also paid tribute to Roper and his work with the national program. The crash occurred about 1 a.m. at the Harborview roundabout while Roper was driving a blue Volkswagen Jetta motorcar towards the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. On approaching the roundabout, for some reason, he did not make the left to continue around the roundabout, but instead went over into the roundabout where he collided with a piece of concrete and the vehicle got damaged and he got injured, according to Assistant Commissioner of Police Gary McKenzie, head of the Jamaica Constabulary Forces, Public Safety and the Traffic Enforcement Branch. Roper, who was from St. Andrew, was the only person in the vehicle. He was the son of retired Lieutenant Colonel Jeffrey Roper, the longest-serving commanding officer of the JDF Air Wing. St. Anne man found guilty of killing 91-year-old butcher during robbery. A man is to be sentenced on July 14 after being recently convicted of manslaughter in relation to the killing of a 91-year-old butcher during a robbery at the butcher's home in Battersea, St. Anne 4 years ago. Andre Campbell, a resident of Battersea, St. Anne, was found guilty at the end of his trial in the St. Anne Circuit Court last week. Campbell was initially charged with the murder of 91-year-old Zenal Hanson, a butcher and a farmer, but was convicted of the lesser offense of manslaughter. He was remanded in custody until sentencing by High Court Judge Justice Dale Palmer, who presided over the 2-week trial. Prosecutors led evidence that Campbell gave a caution statement to the police in which he detailed how he and his friends planned to rob Hanson. Campbell claimed that he was a lookout person on the day of the robbery. It is reported that on December 4, 2019, Hanson's daughter visited him at his home in Battersea. During the visit, the father asked his daughter for assistance in writing a receipt for the purchase of a cow, which cost $140,000. The daughter later left the house. A day later, residents found Hanson's body lying on his bed with chop wounds to his upper body. The police at the time theorized that thugs gained entry into his house through a back window and attacked and robbed him. Hours after the senior citizen's body was found, the police, acting on intelligence, apprehended Campbell at a gambling shop in a market in Christiana, Manchester. At the time of his arrest, the police said Campbell was found in possession of Hanson's cell phone and $129,000 in cash. Campbell was subsequently charged after a question-and-answer session with the police investigators. Man denied bail after alleged confessions of killing lover. A laborer who allegedly confessed twice to having killed his then-girlfriend during an altercation over money he reportedly gave to the mother of his child 3 years ago has been advised by Supreme Court judge to consult with his attorney about entering a formal guilty plea if the allegations against him are factual. High Court Judge Justice Leighton Pusey told the accused Kevin Seymour that should he enter an early guilty plea, he could benefit from a reduced sentence as dictated by the law. The 44-year-old accused construction worker made an appearance in the Home Circuit Court in downtown Kingston last week, during which he was denied bail on the basis of his reported prior confessions to the crime and the fear that he would likely abscond if he is released on bond. Seymour, a resident of Golden Springs, St. Andrew, is charged with the May 21, 2020 murder of 30-year-old domestic worker Nadine Williamson, who was found dead at her home in Berry Hill in Irishtown, St. Andrew. Her lifeless body was found by her 4-year-old son in her bedroom, lying beside a steel pipe and a knife, both soaked in her blood. Williamson had sustained a stab wound to her neck and blows to her head, the police reported at the time. During a bail application, which was heard in the absence of Seymour's lawyer, the prosecutor told the judge that Williamson and the accused were seen arguing a day before her body was found. A witness said the argument was over money the now accused man had given to another woman who was his child's mother. It is reported that the now accused man subsequently confirmed those details in a caution statement he gave to the police shortly after his arrest. On the day Williamson's body was found, Seymour allegedly contacted the deceased woman's mother in the night, and during the conversation, he reportedly said, "Mommy, me a do it." The cell phone conversation was reportedly recorded by another individual. Seymour was on the run for 15 days before he finally surrendered to the police and is said to have told them that he wanted to confess to a crime. According to the prosecutor, Seymour allegedly confessed to having had a fight in the night with his girlfriend, during which he hit her with a steel pipe twice in her head because he feared that she would kill him due to her having done so to her previous boyfriend. The prosecution said those accusations from Seymour relative to Williamson have so far proven to be unfounded. After he allegedly hit her with a pipe and they began wrestling, Seymour claimed that he then saw blood spraying from Williamson's body. Seymour said he then left the scene when he realized that she had been stabbed. Overall, Williamson sustained 6 injuries in total, which the prosecution suggested was indicative of more than just a fight having happened between the two on the night in question. Following the outline of the allegations, the judge ruled that Seymour was not a fit and a proper candidate for bail. Additionally, the judge said the accused man should consult with his attorney on exploring the possibility of entering a guilty plea if the allegations as outlined against him are true. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.